Unavailable.
Okay.
Diablo 4.
Let's make sure it's going real
OBS.
quick.
OBS. Start virtual. Stop recording. Stop streaming. Checkbox
Okay,
checked.
it is going.
Diablo.
Okay. Hello, YouTube world. Uh, I think I fixed my levels, my volume levels. This is also kind of just a test video. Gonna make it nice and short and sweet so that maybe I can even go and check my levels as well. It sounded okay in my other test video, but we'll see what it sounds like when it actually gets loaded up. Regardless, I'm gonna do a quick little try to make it as short as I can, real fast. A quick how to create a character in Diablo 4 for a blind player. It's really easy. Once you get your screen reader going, it's really easy. But I will try to do a one by one step, kind of go through every little thing that I can, and we'll do that. So we're gonna go ahead and start by hitting create a new character. We just hit A.
Directional pad left. Spiritborn. Barbarian. Sorcerer. Necromancer. Druid. Rogue. Directional pad right. Rogue. As cunning fighters, rogues keep their enemies confused and off balance, using speed, skill, and trickery to defeat them. Playstyle. Resourceful. Use ranged or melee weapons to defeat enemies. Imbue weapons. Imbue weapons with poison, shadow, or cold. Traps. Place traps to poison, slow, or destroy enemies.
Okay, so I just let that read out real quick because I can't really stop it. So we have our classes here. You have a rogue, Spiritborn, Barbarian, Sorcerer, Necromancer, and a Druid. Can I get it to stop?
Use nature magic to summon waitress. Eternal.
Okay, so you have those classes. Your rogue can either be a ranged or a melee player. Your barbarian is a melee player. Your necromancer is ranged. Your sorcerer is ranged. And I haven't actually done a druid yet, but I think druid can be ranged or melee as well. Just for the sake of this, Spiritborn as well. Spiritborn is actually the downloadable content class, the DLC class that you can get now. I don't really know how that one plays, so I won't go into detail on that one. But the five main classes: Rogue, Barbarian, Druid, Necromancer, and Sorcerer.
Directional pad left.
So let's go ahead. We'll just do a Rogue.
Select and customize body type.
So now after you pick your also let's go back actually real quick just to make sure.
Directional pad left. Spiritborn, Barbarian, Sorcerer, Necromancer.
Just read me.
Necromancers raise powerful undead armies.
Now it's back on Necromancer.
And blood. Playstyle. Undead army. Summon golems, skeleton warriors, mages, or priests.
I'm trying to see something real quick. Give me just a second.
Bone, blood, and darkness. Turn enemy corpses into weapons. Curses. Necromancers curse their enemies, punishing them with various afflictions. Bottom action button confirm class right analog stick up or down scroll overview right action button back.
Oh, so it already has it all.
Sorcerer. Masters of Necromancer.
Alright.
Barbarian.
Well,
Spiritborn. Rogue. As cunning fighters, rogues keep their enemies. Select and customize body type. Right action button back to class.
There used to be an option where you could hit a button and it would kind of give you extra details on the class, but I think that they just made it read out everything as is now. So kind of listen to those classes, kind of try to feel out which one might sound more like your play style. If you want to go in guns blazing, or if you kind of want to have some minions to help you kind of take some things out. Each class has their own little benefits that they can bring to the game. So, but now once you pick your class, the next thing that will pop up is you get to choose your body type. Now this is either you get to pick a female or a male to be your character. This is all this is you either hit left or right on the D-pad or your thumbstick, whichever one you use, but left equals female, right equals male. So again, that's left is for girl, right is for boy. So we'll make a boy.
Select a preset below. Top action button finalize.
This page.
Right action button customize. Right action button back.
Let this read real quick. Okay. This page is now all of your little details that you can change about the character. The eyes, your hair, probably skin color and things like that. Little tattoos you can throw on them. As a blind player, we cannot really see the changes that happen as we hit the things. So this menu is kind of it's probably best to just skip it unless you have sighted help. a family member or a significant other or something that can help you picture what is being changed on your character, then you can kind of tweak it to how you want. But for the most part, when you get to this menu, you'll just hit your top action button, which for me is Y because I'm using an Xbox controller, or for PlayStation it would be triangle. So we're gonna hit Y,
Start with the original campaign completed. Gameplay options.
and then it moves to this
Seasonal.
next screen.
Disable. The current hero name is invalid.
So
Please
we're
check the input hero
gonna,
name.
okay, it starts you out on the text field to put in your name, but we're actually gonna go all the way to the top to start. So
Disable. Change campaign state.
when you get to this menu, just go up all the way, up, 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 and it's going to say change campaign state. You will hit A on this,
Change campaign state.
and then
Select
it's
where you
going to
want to start the
bring,
game.
it's going to
Bottom action
open up
button
a
confirm.
menu.
Right action button cancel.
In this menu, you will have, I think, two options, or maybe more if you have the expansion, but you will either be able to start with the campaign completed, or you can start without the campaign completed. Preferably, I like to go without the campaign completed because I still am actually kind of learning everything. So I'm going to.
Start with the original campaign. Start with the beginning of the original campaign.
We're gonna go start with the original campaign. So let's just start at the very, very beginning. So we're gonna hit A on
Change
that,
campaign state.
and you want to do that. You do want to go to that option because I'm pretty sure automatically when you create a new character, it will have complete the story already on. So when you create your character and you get into the world, you will have an almost max character if you skip the campaign. If that seems okay to you to just jump straight into it, then you can skip the campaign. But most likely to get a grasp and get your feet under you to understand how everything kind of works, you will just want to do the story. So you will want to make sure that the story is not completed. Story is not completed. So then we're going to go down one.
Enabled. Seasonal. Seasonal character. Season of hatred rising. Encounter creatures twisted by Mephisto's hatred. Slay realm walkers to access seething realms.
Just let this
Delve into seething realms for powerful buffs.
read through real
Hatred
quick.
seeks from the jungles of Nahan as the mysterious realm walkers spread Mephisto's influence across Sanctuary. Creating a seasonal
I
character
think
is
it's a little bit quieter, but I'm still just waiting till it's done to make sure for volume testing purposes. But this option gives you the ability to either make your character a seasonal character, which means every few months, the developers Blizzard will start a new season. You will it will not completely wipe your character. I'm sorry. It will turn your character from a seasonal character to an eternal character. That is the other option. Seasonal characters are just, as far as I'm aware right now, just a way to get extra little skins, and I think maybe you can get a mount or two within there as well. They're kind of like battle passes for, like, say Fortnite or like Call of Duty or something. You will level the pass up as you play, and as you level the pass up, it will unlock rewards for you. That is the season. Oh, and you can, I believe there is a free version and a paid, like, pass version to where you can get little extra bonus rewards if you do the paid version. For this one, yeah, we're not going to create this character. We're just going to get to the start game option, and then we'll end the video. So we're just not even going to mess with this option. It's just going to stay enabled for now.
Disabled. Hardcore.
Next option.
Hardcore characters die permanently.
Hardcore is pretty much what it just said. Hardcore is you only get one death. When you die, your character is done. You do not get to go back to your character. I'm pretty sure you can't even go back to a previous save state of that character. Once that character is dead, it is done for, period. So I typically don't have that on because that's a little hard for a blind player. Then we go down one more option, and this one is blank. It read nothing. So, like I said, when we first got to this menu, this part is where you put in your name. To do so, you have two options. If you have a name that you want to use, when you get to this blank spot, you will hit left on your D-pad, and it will bring up the text box to where you can type in your name. If you do not have a name that you want to use and you're okay with just a random name being generated, what you can do is you will hit right on this line. You will hit right, and it will auto-generate a name for you. So left, you get to pick your name. Right will automatically choose a name for you, a random name. So let's just go ahead and we'll do a random name.
The current hero name is invalid. Start game.
So yeah, okay, that.
Disabled. Hardcore.
I just found that out too. Okay, so when you do that, when you go left, it'll bring up the box and you start typing for your name. When you go right, you will hit right and then you will hit A or X, whichever button you use, and that will generate your name. You want to hit A on it as well. You don't just hit right. I apologize for that. You will hit right and then hit A. And then after that, you will go down.
Start game.
And it will say start game. This is the last little, well, there's one more thing to do after you hit start game, which we'll check out now.
Select difficulty. Normal.
Difficulty.
Gather your strength. For new and returning players. Level details. This is a standard Diablo 4 experience.
Letting this read
Normal.
out.
Hard. Expert. Penitent.
So,
Torment 1.
oh,
Torment 2.
oh, it's
Normal
going
hard.
through all of them. Okay.
Normal. Gather your strength.
Have that
For new and
stop.
returning
Sorry.
players. Level details. This is a standard Diablo 4 experience.
Stop
Automatic
talking.
button
I
confirm.
want to talk to
Button action
my
button
video. Okay. Normal is just your straight up, normal. Everything, is pretty, is a decent cakewalk. You might have a little bit of a wall you hit every now and then, but for the most part, normal is going to be a great way for newcomers to really understand what's going on, to get a feel of how everything works. Normal is a great starting off point. If you have a little bit of gaming experience and you want a little bit of a challenge, there are higher difficulties as you go up. The next one just being hard. Typically, when you create a character, you're only going to want to do normal or hard. I don't think you can start on expert. I haven't tried one on expert yet, but maybe we'll do that in the future and see how that even goes, if I can even make progress starting out on an expert character. But typically, if you're a newcomer, you're going to want to go normal. If you're kind of an experienced gamer, you have some gaming under your belt, you can go hard. Oh, and then also, as the tiers go up, it will increase the XP that you get, the gold that you get, and the higher tiered gear will show up more often in the higher tiered difficulties. One of the end game things with this game, when you beat the game or get to max level, you are essentially trying to go up in world tier. That's or difficulty. They sometimes will call it world tier. That's really your progression system. Once you get to a point where you feel like you're just wrecking everything and nothing is doing any damage to you, you feel like you're on God mode. Typically, that's when you'll want to upgrade your difficulty. Unless you're okay with wrecking everything, but you just want to stay in that tier, then you can stay in that difficulty. No penalty done to you. If you like a little challenge and you want to feel like you're actually progressing a little bit, then you will go up in difficulty. Really, that's the difficulties. And really, other than that, after you hit A on this difficulty, it will start the game. So, for the most part, that was all of character creation. Just one more little tip. Well, not a tip, just a little, I guess we can do like a recap. So, when you start the game and you hit create a character, it will bring up the 5 primary classes as well as the DLC class. You'll have your rogue, barbarian, necromancer, sorcerer, and druid, and spiritborn is the expansion class. After you choose your class, you will choose what gender you are. To choose your gender, left equals female, right equals male. After you choose the body, the gender, whatever you want to call that, you can, if you have sighted help, you can do the details of your character. If not, you will just skip that screen. Then you are on the character name screen and then difficulty screen, and you're in. I hope this video helped anybody who may be interested in picking Diablo up. and or even just curious on how things work. Maybe even in the future we'll do a revamp of this video, try to make it a little more concise and to the point. Did a little bit of rambling here, but for the most part, I think I got the idea out that I needed to. Again, if anybody has any questions, throw them down in the comments, and I will get to them as I can and answer them as I can. But other than that, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate any and all of you, and other than that, stay safe out there, and happy gaming.
OBS 29. Stop recording checkbox. Stop streaming. Stop. Start virtual. Configure stop. Stop streaming checkbox. Space.